The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the third-ranked team, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Horned Frogs offense trots out there to open this game. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team. Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Tough spot here, second and long from their own 13. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch downfield. And he'll be brought down.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And he finds the running back in the flat. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff to the single back. That run moves the ball across the 40.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Bulls offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They stop him, but it's a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Dropping back, it's Perkins. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Short completion there, second down coming up. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Second down after that short completion. Quarterback still with the football. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
It almost is like the quarterback just said to himself, I've got this. I'm going to find a way to pick up this first down. He gets the first and keep the chains moving.
Bringing pressure. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. One team making their way on the field. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the TCU offense takes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Quick throw. The catch is made. The Horned Frogs are on the move here.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the out route. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Great move in the open field. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back Or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the target, and it's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Looking for some space. It's Robertson. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back to pass. It's Perkins. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark into that opening. That completion makes it second and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Hit just as he throws the ball. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You talk to any offensive coordinator around the country, you start to evaluate quarterbacks. Everybody wants to talk arm strength and speed and size. The intangible about quarterbacks' willingness to take a hit and still deliver the ball is something that every offensive coordinator will tell you it's one of the highest priorities they look for.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. And if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Here's the punt, high in the air. Oh, and he's got some space here. Coverage seat brings down the returner. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 39. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain, short of the first down there. Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He hands it off from the gun.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. To the air, it's Perkins. Receiver makes the catch. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Becker. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Becker. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looking to scramble. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Palmer. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. It's a start on the next drive. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Caught quickly. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Perkins. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Escapes the pocket. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it for the 1st half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Talk about an edge-of-your-seat type 1st half, or as they call it in this conference, just another typical Pac-12 championship game. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the Pac-12 championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage seam gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Perkins. Running back grabs it on a screen. Good job by the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush closing in. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second down now after the sack. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Perkins. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. And the same runner's got it again. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he finds his target. He has the first. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 38 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the TCU offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I like the call here, 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. He'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's third down for the offense. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Back to throw. It's Perkins. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Ouch. Late contact with the quarterback. An obvious call. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
may convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Caught near the goal line. Could be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here we go on fourth down. Touchdown, Buffalo. They will claim the second half lead. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Now the all-important extra point. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the single back takes the handoff. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
And the Horned Frogs churn out another first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his target. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain. Pass caught, second down now. They'll run it here. Stiff arms the man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Tackle, but first down.
That's another first down. TCU. Ready, set.
And Kirk gets Buffalo with the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Makes a quick catch. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Making people miss. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, TCU. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Extending the play now. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Perkins. He's running out of time here. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds after another big game on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Palmer. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He pulls in the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Horned Frogs bring their punt team onto the field. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. And this one will be fair caught. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that call. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
Lets it go as he's being hit. Touchdown, Buffalo. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Oh, man, I think think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back and out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
The PAT is important when they get a 3-point lead. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Now they get set to kick it away.
TCU 21.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. TCU offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Play action here on first down. That's caught. It's Palmer. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Receiver makes the grab. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible, put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers, and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the out.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. And sometimes you can get sacked.
The Horned Frogs will have to punt this one away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And he boots it high into the air. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're going to run it here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. And there's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's 3rd down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.